Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's hot. It was 100 and what did I think it was 104. 104 when I went out. Yes, I posted it right. Anyway, yeah. Let's get a reading, y'all. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. What was I getting ready to do? I was getting ready to adjust something. Child, I don't even remember. Oh, today's June 24th. That's what I was thinking. And the time is 7:43 p.m. All right, Spirit, what's going on in the energy for the collective today, please and thank you. I heard balance. What's the message for the collective? Oh, okay. All right, we got the world. 10-10. A cycle is complete. You've learned the lesson. You've learned this set of lessons, I heard. Because, Spirit want to be clear that it doesn't stop here. You know what I mean? They get a little more complex, a little more insidious, a little more covert, I heard. Spirit, what's this message? The Hierophant. Some of you, this could be you, something about your spirituality or your religion if you're religious, your beliefs. This could be institutions as well. I need some more energy, Spirit. The world and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like somebody's leveling up in their spirituality. What we got here, the Fool. Ready to take that leap of faith. I feel like you got the go-ahead. That's what I'm really hearing. You got the go-ahead for this, right? You learned your spiritual lessons. You learned your spiritual lessons. What's going on here? I heard pack light. A lot of yellow here. Yellow is your sacral chakra, the things you do. I feel like you're going to be doing some new things, okay? You may be going to school for some new things, for some higher learning, higher education, okay? Temperance, balance. And the moon. What's hidden? I'm going to go with these right here. Separate them. Something not being balanced out, something hidden. What's hidden, Spirit? The Chariot, the Tower. Some of you guys could be moving. Okay? Something about this tower, this foundation, this home. Something's coming apart. Could be bad weather. Could be a fire. Choices. The moon. Something hidden. All right, I'm going to stop, leave those alone, because those are all the major arcanas. I did that on purpose. And now I'm going to clarify these and see what's going on with the minor. What's up with the world? What's up with this world, Spirit? What's the collective need to know about the cycle being complete? Something being over, something being done. I feel like some of you guys may have paid your karmic debt too with this balance, this temperance, and learning the lessons and elevating, graduating. Okay, all of these, Spirit. Victory, baby. 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords. A lot of mental confliction, the truth. And 4 of Pentacles, about something that was withheld. Your victory has caused somebody to go into a very fucked up energy. Somebody feels real. Somebody did something. Somebody took something from you. That's what they did. Somebody took something from you. All right? You were not supposed to get this victory. Look, 4 of Cups. You were not supposed to get this victory, but you did. You overcame whatever it was that somebody thought was going to... Somebody's in regret. Somebody's in regret. Somebody's in regret. Somebody been trying to keep something hidden. They attacked you. Because, see, this is something. See what's down here? They don't want to come out. Something that's hidden. Something could be under a bed. Okay, so you know how those beds have those storage spaces? Something could be under there. I don't know why I heard somebody say a voodoo doll. But something that somebody did to attack you, to make you fall. I even heard, well, see, I want to say caused you to go through some kind of hardships. But when you learn the lesson, you realize that person was just a pawn. That person was the person that was supposed to trigger you to learn these lessons. They were being used as well. They don't understand. They probably do not, because you know why they understand it? Because they're in regret. Because they're in regret. So they do feel that shit. You understand? Yeah, there's a lot of things that a lot of swords that somebody put in your back. But they were not banking on you overcoming it. They were not banking on you being victorious and learning the fucking lessons. They didn't bank on you doing that. They didn't bank on you. Somebody thought they knew you. Somebody thought they knew you. And you learned the lesson. You get the victory, right? You overcame the obstacles. And now this person's in regret because how they gonna explain this shit? How you gonna explain this? Right? Them taking something from you. How they gonna explain it? See, had you not recovered or overcame these obstacles, they wouldn't have to, because nobody really fucking cared, because you fucked up, you know? You may have been in somebody may have, this is what somebody may have literally caused the triggers, right? The tremors, the earthquakes. It was somebody else's action that caused a lot of things that happened in your life. Albeit, those were lessons that God wanted you to learn anyway for your spiritual growth. And your spiritual growth is why you overcame the obstacles. Because you put your faith in the Lord. You put your faith in Jesus. You put your faith in God. And He is strong when you are weak. Your intentions, right? Your heart, your character is what God saved you. Your belief, your faith is what saved you, because your faith kept you from going in the direction that these people were expecting you to fucking go. They were expecting you to go there. You hear me? I even heard when you were at a low point, this is what was expected now. When you were at a low point, they were going to take you out and say that it was because of the life you were living, how you were living, so that they could keep this money. But you didn't do that. You didn't go that same route. You went in a different direction. It's like walking down the street and you see a hole and you fall into the hole. Next time you walk down the same street, you see the hole, you fall into the fucking hole. Come down the same street again, you see the fucking hole, you go around the hole. You're tired of falling in the hole. Come on, Spirit. Now that you made this victory, somebody got to explain this shit here. They got to explain what they did. The truth. They got to explain what they did. Because none of the, whatever lie they told, whatever they was perpetuating, whatever they was trying to create in your fucking life for you to go through, God had another plan. What the enemy used for your destruction, God used to build you the fuck up. You hear me? God used for your victory. I promise. Because everybody needs to understand, when you're doing shit like that, you're under judgment as well. You're under judgment for how you live when what you fucking do down here. You only get away with shit is because God's using those situations to teach the motherfucking people a lesson about their fucking life too. You better know what I'm saying to you. I heard he gave you enough rope to hang yourself. At any time, you could have turned your life around and stopped doing what you was doing. At any time, you could have, turned this, fix this. But instead, you tried to create the narrative that you had made up to take what you took. So you started doing things to create those things, to make those things happen to this person. Yeah, you did. But this person overcame him because that was God wanted that person to go through that fire so they can learn and grow and become more confident and learn these lessons, because see, they going somewhere. They going somewhere where they're gonna have to use that. You, my nigga or ma'am, you gonna have to repeat this shit. You're going to have to pay for that, because, listen, now you got to learn your lesson. Now you're going to have to surrender. Just like you made the Six of Wands surrender. They surrendered to the Most High, though. They didn't surrender to the fucking lower demons. They didn't surrender to your ass. No. You thought you was going to pull this person back in so you would have an easier way to take them out so you can keep that fucking money. But no, sir. That ain't the plan God had. That ain't the plan God had for this person. What's going on here, Spirit? Listen. This is what God had for this person. Because you know why? Because this person surrendered. This person had already fell in that fucking hole twice. So when this shit came up again, because somebody was trying to push him back in that fucking hole, you hear me? Somebody went around the fucking hole. Listen, Jesus said, God said, listen, whenever you in a pickle, in a situation, I always have you. There's always an out. I'll always make an out for you. And how that out? Through Jesus Christ, through his fucking veil, baby. Come on now. He's the only way. And when you recognize who he is, God starts to work things out for your favor. See, that was the lesson. That was the lesson. Who you going to depend on? Who you going to depend on? Who you going to bow down to? Who you going to worship? He's been trying to tell us for a very long time, but because of Jesus, we got all this extra time. We got all this extra time. You hear me? Stop playing. Six of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Somebody was supposed to give you something. And this is a judge. There could be a judge. All right, you see them scales? Somebody's, yeah. Yeah. And then that's going to make it balanced out. That's going to be the balance, and then collecting, you're gone. You're out. Because this whole whoever this is, it's like you don't even see these people. They just don't even fit in your world no more. For real, for real. For real, for real. And another thing Spirit's saying too, another reason he allowed you to go through this, because when the truth came out, he wanted you to be strong enough to handle it. He wanted you to know what to do. He wanted you to, because you don't learn how to go around that hole. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on here? Tower, the Chariot, and the Moon. Secrets, hidden. When this tower comes, 5 of Pentacles, yeah. They left you out in the cold. You had to struggle. You had to go without. Yep. And they watched. Page of Wands, there's a new opportunity coming. With this tower, I'm looking at it. There's two people falling out this tower. So this could be a couple. A man and a woman's coming out this tower. Or is that two women? You take it how it resonates. Yeah, but see, this tower they built, they thought that it was secure. But yeah, listen, what I say about this material shit, ain't nothing secure in this world. Only thing secure is your soul. And it all depends on who you're worshiping out here. You're worshiping this shit out here, this material shit. You're out here doing people dirty. Child, please. I mean, listen. We all have to wake up from our sleep, right? Wake up, oh sleepy one. We all have to wake up, and sometimes, you know. And I heard Spirit said specifically for those that woke up and then decided to go back into the same behaviors, and you know, after they repented and then to go back, God said, ooh, you're gonna wish you had never even known him. You're gonna wish you had never known him. I heard, because he showed you some shit. He gave you some stuff, right? Man, listen, how dare you take it to harm my sheep? How dare you? Somebody's going under judgment, all right? Somebody could be going to court. 16 could be significant. 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration. Working together. These people are going to somebody, a spiritualist or something like that, to do work. They're in the basement of the church. Yep, something that could be in the, listen. 5 of Swords. How to create havoc. Look, I'm telling you. Look. Somebody's going to somebody to get some work done. These two that are falling out the damn tower, these two, that's them. Yep, that's them right there. They could have caused some kind of conflict or chaos to you and with other people. See, they could be using like people around you and shit. They could be putting spell work on the people around you. We got the 2 of Cups here. Look. 8 of Wands. Message is coming. There's a King of Cups here. Listen. Somebody's been doing magic to cause a rift for somebody, I don't know, not to choose you, to hurt you. See this person over here crying, and this person done hurt their feelings, right? Somebody has been gossiping or saying something to someone that may have been thinking about coming towards you. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. Listen. Somebody sees you as wife material. Somebody they can build a home with. Somebody could be doing spell work on your potential partners, people that show kind of interest in you. You know? They could be, I don't know how they do that shit. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. All right? I don't know what they could be doing. I don't know what they can be doing. King of Cups. What's going on here, Spirit? Somebody thinks it's funny how they keep getting away with. Somebody could have been doing this for a minute. Somebody could have, that was part of your journey, part of your spiritual awakening. Somebody was sabotaging your relationships. Yes, they was. They were sabotaging your relationships. I'm telling you, somebody wanted you to go back down the street and fall in that hole again. Shit, you might even went down a whole nother fucking street. You hear me? Yeah, why keep going down that street anyway? You know what I'm saying? After you know, you don't want no accidents. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody come and push you and shit. Because that's what they're trying to fucking do. Knight of Pentacles, man, listen. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. This has been happening for quite some fucking time. This could be your family. Or someone in your family. I told you it's somebody that's close to you. Look, 5 of Cups. I could, listen. Hurt, you're hurt. That shit hurt. That shit fucking hurt. Those cups were important to you. Some of the spilled liquid is blood. So I'm going to say some of this could be your blood relatives. And then with this green, this could have been somebody that you loved. Okay? Yeah. So this could have been like 2 family members and a lover. Thank you, Spirit. Yep, 2 family members and a lover. So this King of Cups could be somebody that was playing in it as well. Yeah, because this person's feet ain't in the water. This person is a fate. I heard I heard somebody say they wear their heart on their sleeve. But see, somebody's got this green cape on. That's a heart chakra. So maybe not. Maybe this is that, like I said the first time. This person has green, cloaked in green and red. So this is somebody that's has high value for family traditions and shit like that. Yeah, somebody could have tried to damage your reputation to this person. What we got here? 4 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. We'll put it up here. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords. I see a mother and a child up here in the window. Queen of Wands. What's on the bottom of the deck? 6 of Swords in reverse. I mean, it ain't in reverse. Shit, why'd I say that? 9 of Cups. This is somebody that wanted you and your child to move away, to feel unwanted. There's a child in here with her. Somebody wanted you gone. Somebody really... 6 and 4 is 10. Somebody wanted you gone. And I feel like this Queen of Wands here. Somebody wanted you gone. Somebody wants... There's something about a black cat. This could be a Leo. Very sexually. This is somebody that likes to control people with their sex, of course. Yeah, they use their sex. That's one of their sex. And some kind of bubbly attitude, bubbly energy, you know what I mean? Like they're really some kind of like Barbie kind of shit. You know, I'm just saying like that kind of energy. What's going on here, Spirit? This okay, somebody wanted you gone. 9 of Cups. They were greedy, selfish, self-centered. 3 of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody wanted your ass gone. You and your child gone. Somebody wanted to keep something for themselves. I told you that. Somebody's greedy. And with all these cups, this is giving me somebody that's very arrogant, and this is somebody that shows off about their achievements or the things they've done. So this is somebody that's very smug. This is somebody this could be the worker. Somebody pride themselves in the victories that they've gotten over people. That's the 9 of Cups, huh? That's the 9 of Swords. Somebody has done something to you at least 9 fucking times. At least 9 people in your life 9 situations this person has took from you, and they smug about that shit. They block love for you 9 different times. If that resonates with y'all, at least 9 different times. Yep. Because this person wanted you gone. I'm telling you, I told y'all that from the beginning. Confirmation. Shit. Confirmation again. What's this message? Somebody wants you heartbroken. And then once you were heartbroken, it was gonna want you to self-sabotage. I feel like you have done that in the past. I feel like in the past you have. Remember I said you walk down that street and you keep falling in that fucking hole, right? I feel like you did, and you had to climb yourself out that fucking hole a couple of times. But see, this time you went around the fucking hole. And yeah, now somebody's in fucking regret because they thought for sure this time, they was gonna finish your ass. Ooh, spirit. Listen, nigga. They was gonna finish you this time. Yes, they was. Yes, they was. 7 and 3 is 10. They was gonna finish you this time. Attack. Yes. 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 Queen of Pentacles. What's going on here? They were gonna finish you. 8 of Cups. You walked away. You walked away. You walked away from this situation. You surrendered those cups to this person, right? You surrendered those cups. This person thought they took everything from you. But you decided to let it go, right? Because that's what you were guided to do. That was part of your work that you had to do on yourself, to build self-confidence, trust in the Most High, and to disconnect yourself from these energies, And it also teaches you how to use your discernment, and not to ever depend on man, because man will fail you. God will not. He is not a liar. Why he gotta lie? He's in charge. He can do what he want to do. Page of Swords. Somebody spying. When you walked away, you went into your healing. You started working on your will. You started, cleaning up your shit, looking around and figuring out what was triggering you. It's just like you realize you don't want to go back in that fucking hole anymore. Somebody wanted you to go down that dark ass alley and fall in that hole again. They didn't want you to be able to see where you was going. You hear me? But you walked away and you healed. But they took a lot of people. They took a lot from you. They took a whole lot from you. Especially emotionally. They wanted to break your fucking spirit. They wanted you to feel like you wasn't shit. So fuck it. Or they wanted you to take yourself out. But either way, at the end of the day, they did this for some fucking money. They stole from you. Not only did they steal from you on a spiritual level. You know what? You are so abundant in love, because that's what the cups are about, emotions. You are so abundant in that because God has blessed you with that. I feel like an Ace of Cup. I'm finna put the cards together. I'm finna put them together so they can come out. But I feel like that's what happened. Look, Ace of Pentacles, because you did the healing, you did the work, you trusted God, you trusted Him, you surrendered. You believe. You have to believe. That's the only way it's gonna work. You can say you love Jesus all you want, but if in your heart, if you don't believe He came here just so we can have a way to get out of the darkness, then it ain't gonna work at all. Because you can't trick the Lord, baby. You came from Him. He knows everything about you. Everything about you. Everything you think. Listen, you ain't sneaking you may sneak around and get away with shit from the humans, but in the spiritual world, man, listen, we all naked. Come here, Spirit. King of Pentacles. You walked away and now you're sitting in stability. Look at this person is draped in green. You hear me? Like that look like it could be almost like grass or moss, but that's growth. That's the connection to the earth. Taurus energy. Male or female. You got your red scarf on. That's your connection to the Most High. That's your knowledge of self. Look at all the grapes. Look, those are grapes. Child, that's a man. Somebody's so connected to the vine. You hear me? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, baby. Come on here. When you walked away and you did your healing work, look, God is finna. Look, God is gonna show you out. You gonna shine. And it ain't gonna be because you want to, because you're being smug or egotistical. It's coming from the inside out. You can't stop it. People are gonna look at you. Look at it. Don't look how this person looks with them grapes all over them. You're gonna be so fruitful and abundant and humble. Come on, Spirit. Got me sweating in here. Y'all notice it's a little dark because I ain't putting that damn heat lamp on me at 100 degrees. Not today. We got to do it like we doing it just like this. The high priestess and the strength nigga. Listen. Your strength, your intuition, you're connected to the... Look at her background. Blue, that's sacral... That's your throat chakra. That's wisdom. That's communication. The Torah, tarot, justice. Look at that. The lovers. You see that? And what's this in here? Queen of Cups. Look at you. Patiently waiting for justice to come in for you, so that because I told you, you have abundance of love. You're very nurturing, very loving, and because you stayed in that energy this time, because Spirit showed me you're so abundant in love that when you fell in the hole, you still you hurt yourself, but you still did not exude manipulative or what am I hearing? Shady behaviors. I don't know, something like that. Okay. It was like you turned the pain onto yourself. You know what I mean? You didn't dish it out, or you didn't project it onto other people. You turned it in on yourself. You held yourself to a higher standard. It's almost as if you took on your karma. It was like you knew that you were doing something wrong, so you should be the one to have to pay for that, not other people. Damn. You took your punishment. It was you held yourself accountable. Come on, Spirit. You held yourself accountable. That built your strength, your wisdom, and your connection with the Most High. Ooh, man. It's like I'm seeing these cards for the first time. It really is. Because I'm seeing so many different things right now. Your grace. Spirit said your grace. God made your enemies your footstool, baby. Yes, God made your enemies your footstool. They watch you. They spy. Somebody's watching. Yes, they are. I don't know what they want to come in and do. They're going to get their ass whooped, I can tell you that. Listen, somebody want to come in and attack your peacefulness. Your 4 wands. They want to attack it. They want to. Somebody wants to. Whatever. This here that you're in, this energy, they can't even get near you. And they got to go to... Child, they're going to go through a whole lot of karma for trying. That's the thing. All they doing is racking up that negative karma that they're going to have to pay for. Just like you had to pay for yours. But when you stopped going in that hole and you started listening to the Most High and started allowing Him to clean you out and heal you, child, please, that was your breakthrough. That was all He wanted. You hear me? And once you did that shit, can't nobody stop Him. Can't nobody take you out His hand. I heard not even you. Mm. Damn. Yes, sir. What's going on here? 7 to 1. Stand your ground. You overcame all that shit. Everything that they was trying to come at you with. All those wands. Yes. Listen. 4. And that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 4 wands. Yeah. You're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get that offer, baby. You're gonna get that offer. You stood your ground. You stood your ground. And you see these people, I'm telling you, you see how high this person is on that cliff. These people are down beneath you. They can't come up there where you at. And 4 wands, that's elevation. And I feel like God's gonna put you somewhere, level you up even higher, even further away from him. She was giving me the Alice in Wonderland 5 of Cups, how she reaching for them cups. It's gonna, yeah, Spirit said just like a wildflower, 1 minute it's there, and then the wind will blow it away, and then it look like it was never there. And that's gonna be these people too. They're not even gonna be able to come around you. All they're gonna be able to do is watch. They won't have any way to communicate with you. You know, they're not gonna have, because that's what Spirit's saying, because they keep trying to attack you. They won't allow you to move on and do the work that God has, ordained you to do. They won't allow it, And you, with your good nurturing ass, you're probably praying for them. You're probably praying for them. You probably covering these people if this is your family. It ain't going to stop them from getting their karma, but it'll probably keep them alive. Come on now. What's this message, Spirit? And you know why? Because you too were in that position. Remember? You accepted your karma. They're going to have to do the same thing. Or it's going to be a long fucking hot ass night. That's what it's going to be. 4 of Cups. Yeah, they can't come over. I heard they can't come over. They can't come over. Not in that energy. But I feel like with this cup here, I feel like God is about to bring you a cup. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're already in the 9 of Cups energy. You use your discernment. You're not out here just, dibbing and dabbing and playing around and shit. Nah. You're taking it serious because this is about your fucking life. Right? So, yeah, that might be that. You know what I mean? But, you still could be holding on to some energy about these cups here, But, listen, yeah, you're doing the work. You're doing the reflection. Right? You're getting the understanding that you need. Spirit is showing you how to turn that pain into power. How to turn that pain into knowledge. For you to see the patterns. For you to see your opponent's next move before they do. This is chess, not checkers. For you to see your opponent's next move. That's what I heard. Before they do. Listen, nigga, to see your opponent's next fucking move. Before they do. Yeah, that shit, they're gonna be fighting themselves. Yes, sir. To see their next move before they do. Listen, justice. That's justice. That's justice. Listen, you gonna get that 10 of Cups. It may not be from your blood, but you're gonna have it. Because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. Look. 8 of Wands. Somebody feels trapped. That's what they wanted for you, but you're the star. You're the healer. I heard you're to heal those that are trapped, to free their minds. Pouring back into what God has poured into you. Freeing people's minds. That's your job. From the mental imprisonment that we hold in for ourselves. Right? The Lovers. Choices. Look, 9 of Cups, man, listen. Knight of Wands coming with vigor. You could be very defensive, yeah, because you got burnt by that love bug. That love bug fucked you up. You allergic to that bitch. You broke out, your lips swole up and shit. On that time, that love bug bitch ass, you swole up. You had hives and shit. Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Indecisive, yeah. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Some of you guys could be relocating. Yeah, because this they ain't gonna stop. God gonna handle them though. So you ain't got to worry about that. You already listen. The Wheel of Fortune. I can't fucking make it up. God gonna handle it. Right? Don't mind your business. And look, Ace of Pentacles. That new seed. Oh, look, and that's the truth. You see how she fell out? That's the truth. What you got behind you, sis? Ace of Wands. Stop playing. 3 of Cups. You gonna celebrate, baby. Page of Cups, and you gonna get that offer. You gonna get that offer. What's this? All these over. Yeah. We already seen these. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I don't know what's behind her. I ain't gonna look. I'm gonna leave it alone because the truth is out there. King of Wands. Ace of Wands. That's the message, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I see you. This is